The Panasonic GH6 isn't going to be coming out this year. Is Panasonic still committed to its development? And how could this new restructuring impact the camera? Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Simon. Thanks for tuning into The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one so you don't miss any news, rumors, or tutorials. And don't forget, I'm giving away a brand new Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera to one lucky viewer. Details are in the description down below, or you can watch this video here, but essentially all you have to do is subscribe. 43 Rumors reports that there will definitely be a Panasonic GH6, but the camera isn't going to be coming anytime soon. Definitely not this fall or in the winter. This information comes from credible sources, say 43 Rumors. In light of their strategic restructuring, this makes sense and should be taken as good news. Hopefully they're looking at the camera from the point of view of the ordinary filmmaker, like Sony did with the A7S III, and not just from a vlogger's point of view, as has been previously reported by 43 Rumors. I hope they're using the time to finally dump that DFD autofocus system with something reliable and trustworthy like phase detect. Here's what we know about the GH6 so far. The GH6 will come in 3 flavors, the GH6, GH6V, and GH6X, replicating what they did with the S series of full-frame mirrorless cameras. The Panasonic GH6V is video-centric and aimed to succeed the GH5S. The GH6X is a photocentric camera, while the GH6 is aimed as a compromise between the two, and is also going to be the cheapest version. I wonder if this will still be the case. This rumor came out before we heard about Panasonic's restructuring. And if I was leading Panasonic's hybrid camera division after the restructuring, I'd focus on the video-centric camera in light of recent sales numbers. And only if that's successful would I worry about a photocentric version. The GH6s are expected to have either the Sony IMX594 or the IMX492 with 41 megapixels and a 4:3 aspect ratio. Now this sensor size could allow 8K video at up to 30 frames per second, but would Panasonic incorporate 8K in this way? I'll tell you, from my experience with the Canon EOS R5, offering 8K oversample 4K would be far more useful for most. They could also opt for 6K oversampled 4K instead of just offering anamorphic 6K, although anamorphic will still be around. Now while the GH5S was able to record up to 60 frames per second, the GH6 could very well support 4K up to 120 frames per second with the new chips. The only 2 areas that I see really need addressing is of course that trustworthy and accurate phase detect autofocus system and higher bit rates. Now I'm not going to beat a dead horse and go into DFD autofocus, so let's move on to bit rates. I've really talked about that autofocus system to death. The GH series has been highly capable, but higher bit rates will preserve more detail, especially in the shadows, and help in post. I really hate using IPB or long GOP as it's known, as it means I generally have to spend more money on an editing computer when I'd rather spend more money on getting the right camera. Oh, and in terms of bit rates, the GH6s are expected to have 10-bit 422 in H.264 and H.265, but that's enough of the GH series now. Let's go behind the scenes. Now that I have this FeelWorld Live Pro 1, I'm going to be doing some live streams, but I'm not going to be doing them every week or every month as has been requested. I don't really see the need to that of where I'm offering value. Where I'm going to do the live streaming is where I do believe I can provide value, and that's with certain camera announcements or gear announcements or special events. And one of the ones that I really like the idea of doing is on New Year's Eve, which is pretty much a dead day for us. We really don't do much other than stay in. Is I thought I could go live at around 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening Eastern time and welcome in the New Year's across, well, at least 5 time zones. I'm not going to pull an all-nighter on this because that would just be silly. And I think that's probably a good thing to do. Now, what do you think? What do you think I could use the live stream for? What format would you like to see? I don't see the point of replicating my Q&A where I'm just answering questions all the time. I'd like to do something a little bit more interesting. Maybe I could have clips of reviews I'm looking at or equipment that I've done, or maybe I can talk to news that I've covered in the past and see where we are today. Maybe do sort of a special 1-hour coverage of different technologies. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And the last thing I want to talk about before I close out this video is collaboration. You'll notice in the last couple of reviews that I've included the Village Mayor, one of my subscribers, into one of the reviews of the Pair Gear 7.5mm f2.8 lens. And I really enjoyed that. We did follow the health precautions. We were making sure that we were being responsible. And I would like to do more of these. Obviously, it's a bit of an issue in terms of location, but seeing that I'm part of the Greater Toronto area, I know quite a few of my viewers are in this area, so if you're interested in doing a collaboration, or if you're flying into Toronto, probably not right now, but once things open up, I'm keenly interested in doing collaborations because I think they're a lot of fun. They provide a different viewpoint, and they step it up a notch. But that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. Don't forget to subscribe for your chance to win 2 microphones, the Synco S6E lavalier microphone and the M3 shotgun microphone. And I'll be awarding that in just a few thousand subscribers when I reach 20,000 subscribers. And then every 10,000 subscribers from there on out, I'll be offering a new and better prize until we get to 100,000 subscribers, when I'll be giving away a brand new Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. Take care, and we'll see you again soon.